Hi everyone, Julia is here. I'm glad to see on my channel your Fairies of Russian, and the theme of today's video will be ideas of images for Halloween and Samhain. So let's begin. Today I really want to talk about something easy during periods of such global transformation. Probably not everyone is familiar with this term, Samhain, so this is the Celtic holiday of the end of the harvest, which coincides in date with Eve of All Saints' Day, and not just like that, but because Samhain is founder of Halloween. You can learn more about Samhain by watching this video. Today we're talking about how you can meet Halloween and Samhain, or just spend a themed evening with friends. So what to pick for Halloween? Saint Patrick, the direct representative of Ireland, but at the same time born into British family, but kidnapped and sold to Ireland.
There are many legends, but you choose which one to believe. With regards to the expulsion of snakes, it's very romantic, but there is information that in his time, as well as thousands early, the island was covered by a glacier, where in principle there could not be reptiles. What is the advantage of this costume is that many already have items of clothing dedicated to the celebration of St. Patrick's Day, and they will not gather dust in the closet for a whole year. Their efficiency is doubled. You can find out ideas for drawing up the image of St. Patrick by watching the video about the celebration.
Fairies. There are a lot of fairy tales of fantasy books and themes that tell about these amazing creatures. Of course, this image is suitable only for girls. With regards to costume, the main elements is wings, magic wand and light dress. That's it. Image simple. We Russians have an analogy, leshi. If you're interested to hearing about the mystical Russian characters of fairy tales, write in the comments.
But unlike our ideas about fairies, who give mostly magical gifts, the Irish mostly consider them to be negative characters, believe that they can lure, baggage, and can make anyone get lost in the woods. The Irish have a belief that fairies kidnap children, boys in particular. Some parents dress their babies' boys in dresses to deceive the fairy, so in fact the boys have christenings in clothes very similar to girls. Since we are talking about religion, then you are adherent of religion. If so, which one?
Leprechaun are the most common and desirable option, especially these amazing ties. Where can I find such? If we talk about suit, there are a lot of elements, and the main thing is to choose the right size or sew. In addition, the image about leprechaun in different sources different. In my opinion, they no more than 100 centimeters tall, but there are versions about where doesn't grow. But for a suit, you cannot hide your 60-80 centimeters tall. Well, except perhaps by becoming a centaur, the mixture of horse and leprechaun.
Undoubtedly, green colors and gold important, and now many when they see a rainbow in Ireland, and not only in Ireland, they understand that happiness was so close, but in fact you should not be upset. There is a legend that the lucky ones who call the leprechaun fulfilled their 3 desires. As a result, they went crazy, or suffered from the consequences of their wishes. Although the choice could take just 1 gold coin, although I compare it an incomparable whole desire and some kind of coin. And what would you have wondered if you had such an opportunity? And whoever saw the theme leprechaun will immediately say that neither a desire nor a coin is necessary to me. I would rather live in calm.
Witch with red hair. This image is now perceived as negative characters, although in fact this is a woman with secret knowledge, magical, mystical, healing, and physic.
That's interesting, is that is the red hair color that is associated with Ireland, even though the largest number of redheads in the world live in Scotland. The basic colors can be not only the usual black, but different shades of green. And with regards to the periwig, it's not quite easy to purchase, and someone may even decide to change their image.
And of course, it's very sad that the civilians of their time, with their unique, extraordinary abilities, were exterminated. What happening and today? Although now the hair color does not play a role so much. Elves, graceful, aristocratic creatures, beautiful, in long robes. Another question is that clothes will often be stepped on, and you need to think over the grim or the oracle.
Interestingly, Celtic elves were often depicted as winged when fairies were without wings. Here is the paradox, and also the word elf itself comes from one version of the Irish word which means shining, and indeed in the local culture you can find images of shining elves.
Peter Pan is not known in which country he was born in reality, but his external characteristic nevertheless are the likelihood of his involvement in Ireland. And also his love for color. I say, of course, about green. And I think his uniform will look amazing on the male athletic booty.
The character is positive, but twofold. All the same, he also commits criminal deeds. And it's also interesting that everyone remembered that he takes from the rich and gives to the poor, but not everyone remembered the fact that he is a young man who does not want to grow out it. That clearly speaks of his infantile nature. But oh well, we will not go into psychology, although it's very interesting.
Shaggy and ScoobyDoo, both characters for activity, love to eat, to drink, love big companies, fun. The color palette again indicates Ireland.
Especially the image is suitable for those who have red-haired friends, since the dog does not have to be repainted, and you can wear something of desired color and not the first freshness. And that's it. And if you read about Shaggy, then from his biography you can understand that his relatives currently live in the United States, which means that at one time they most likely migrated from Ireland.
Let's talk about suits for Samhain. First of all, these are earthly images. For example, Celtic villager for a woman, floor-length skirt, white airy blues, vest, apron, cap, and for men it's also very simple: trousers, shirt, and the main thing is suspenders, and you're done.
On Samhain, you can also take as a basis the national costume of Ireland, the issue of which I will soon make. What seems strange to me was that young people could wear girly things and vice versa, thus making it clear that there is a temporary disintegration of normal social division, but also overworldly. For example, putting on a special mask, a person symbolizes the departed ancestors. But if this is not an option for you, then there were other scary characters such as Puka, Lady Gwyn, Black Pig, Delahunty, Magic Army. But I don't like to talk about the dark ones, so if you're interested, try to find information about them. So, this concludes my review.
What characters do you associate with Ireland? Well, I see it so much, but we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. Subscribe to my channel, mark the bell in order not to miss new release, and push the button if you like this video. See you in next thematic video.